Boys are back in town. Thin Lizzy, what a classic.
Beautiful.
Carl, should that be our anthem, me, you and Steve, eh? Eh? Yeah?
Can I just get a couple of bits of admin out of the way?
Go on.
We've had an email from Peter Goff. He has said, where is Richard Anderson?
Where is
He only
Dickers?
tunes in to listen to him.
Where's Dickley? Where's little Dicky Docker?
Little Dickie Anders has not emailed in. If you don't listen normally, Anders is our biggest fan.
He loves us. I just absolutely
But he's
thinks the
normally
world
got
of...
a little bit of constructive criticism, which
right,
we always
he's
appreciate.
not- yeah, we're open to that. Sure, sure,
Exactly.
sure.
So-
I'm gonna shove this up your...
So if Dickie Anders is listening, then he might want to get in touch. Also, dear Ricky, I've developed a bit of a fetish for the way you say "winnersh" in your hit sitcom The Office. I'm trying to get my fiancé to say it, but he hasn't quite mastered it yet. Anyway, we're getting married in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks' time. Could you please say "winnersh" on air as a sort of early wedding
It's
present?
becoming one of the most popular requests at weddings now, me saying "winnersh." So, "winnersh." There's a few I didn't get in. Thatcham, Shinfield. So there's a Woodley.
There you are.
There you go.
That's beautiful. That's keeping them happy. Good luck to them. That's there's a Leopard. I saw one of those stupid email names. If you're going to email us, at least mention your name, because otherwise it makes me sound like a fool.
A leopard, the original name for a giraffe.
Interesting. Thanks for that.
Whereas Lego was invented when a mother had sent someone to get some, though there's no name for them. She went, "Can you go and get some?" There was a gap. He went, "Oh yeah, I'll go and get some," because they weren't called anything. Brought them back, started playing with her. And then she went, "Look, give me those." And he went, "No." She went, "Lego, you idiot."
Yeah, the actual explanation, various people have emailed us in or phoned in now. The company was set up in 1934. It's a Danish company, obviously.
Yeah.
Lego comes from the Danish words leg got, which means play well, and it was later discovered that it was also a Latin phrase that meant I study or I put together. That's the actual, where did you get that from?
But the thing is, you see, that's where learning's got to be interesting, because if it even started like that, I'd just go, I'm not interested. I'd be looking for
so if a fact might be true, but it's just not good enough.
It's not interesting enough for you.
Not interesting enough.
Okay, another quick dilemma for you,
So
Carl.
if Newton would have said, apples are attracted to our heads, be careful, they attack you, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Total bollocks, but you'd have been interested, therefore, in all modern physics. Alright?
Here's another dilemma for you, a quick one from Kate. She says that she's a single woman, she's 6 foot tall. Recently she's found herself being approached by men of, let's say, restricted height, and she's not desperate, but is it ever acceptable in her, she wants to know now, is it ever acceptable for a taller lady to go out with a person of restricted growth? What do you think about that? If you see that on the street, do you think it looks bizarre, do you think it looks odd, or
So a
should she just
6
go with
foot
it?
woman with,
Someone of a dwarfish persuasion.
we can't say sort of that, or the midget word, but
You
I
can't
mean,
say that, no,
as a little fella.
Yeah. Is that, so there's a noticeable difference in their height, is that ever a problem, do you feel?
She's 6 foot, he's 3'4".
Yeah.
If I saw it, I'd just think she's doing it.
Okay, let's not do this now.
No, come on, she's doing it what?
No, for attention in a way. Because there's loads of
See,
other
I told
people.
you, Steve.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just. I mean, is that serious?
I think so.
Well, I mean, if whatever makes you happy.
Please don't ask Carl
No,
these
but
sort
do you
of
know what I
questions.
mean? If it makes her happy, then do it. But in a way, you're not going to have a normal life.
Oh, God.
No, but you're not, because you're going to get sick. There's no point bringing trouble onto yourself.
Carl does not necessarily reflect the opinions of
anybody else in the world.
Hold on. This woman, she doesn't live in a forest in a little cottage, does she? She hasn't got long black hair and wears a sort of...
She says the guy she's going out with is a miner. In
Really?
a crystal mine, yeah. And he just sings all day on his way
Has
to
he got
work.
6 mates?
Apparently so.
Okay, what do you think of that, Carl?
I'm still sorry, I wasn't listening. I was just thinking about.
Someone just called up and called him dopey.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
I mean, whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Why? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you today?
I'm just saying.
What you're fed up with people taking issue with some of the stupid things you say? Lego was invented by a mother going Lego of that. What are we going to do with all the buildings? The earth might collapse. What do you expect people to say?
Well,
Even our listeners know you're talking rubbish. And some of those that aren't allowed to wear socks. I mean...
Listen, right, last week when I did Doing Edom, do you know when I called up, one of the museums and I Science Museum.
Yeah, you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I wanted to tell you before when the song was on, but you're so busy listening to it.
Yeah, was I so busy listening to a song I was playing?
Yeah, but we're doing a radio show.
Alright, what's your point?
Well, I just wanted to say, she emailed in to say I got her name wrong, so I'm just apologising for that.
What did you call her?
I think I called her Jessica.
What was her name?
I don't know, I've got it on email somewhere.
Well, this is not an apology!
No, I'm
You've
just
got
saying.
it wrong again!
You've not even said her real name! How is that an apology?
Well, I read the email, so, yeah,
But who are you apologising to?
I think her name's Jackie, I think.
Oh, you've got it wrong again, haven't you?
Well, anyway, and she just said if you want to see dinosaurs and that, go to the, museum.
You were complaining about that as well, weren't you? You went to a museum and there was too many dinosaurs. He said you just need 4.
No, well, Steve, have you been to the one in Knightsbridge?
I think
this
so.
one that I called up, right? It's nice. You go in, you get a good collection of stuff. You walk in, there's 3 or 4 dinosaurs. You've had enough, right? I went into New York, right? Went to the museum there, hundreds of them. You can't move for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're responsible for them being extinct. There's loads of them. So all I'm saying is, if you want to see a dinosaur, go to the one near Knightsbridge. They've got a nice selection, some old vases and stuff. It's worth going. So,
do you work for them? Because that was a pretty big sell.
well,
You could work that into quite an advert, I imagine. Brilliant. Carl, you're fed up, aren't you? Because you had to get up early.
Well, that's another thing, but will we give out the answers for...
Let's do that after we've played the next tune. I have to say that I'm wondering if Rockbusters, like Do We Need 'Em, is beginning to run its course, because this week we've had very, very few right answers. I think you're just getting too complicated.
Yeah, because his clues and his answers are rubbish. Why don't you start doing proper ones?
These are good. We started off easy. If
I
you
don't know,
remember.
I think some of them are a bit tortuous.
They
But
don't
anyway,
work. Some of them don't work.
Come up with some stuff then.
let's play a tune.
Well, I have.
And we'll come back with the Rockbusters answers in a second.
You haven't come up with anything.
The Gravediggers. 1-800-SUICIDE. It's a good tune, that. I've always enjoyed it.
XFM 104.9. Well, that's nearly it from Ricky Gervais. That's me, Steve Merchant.
One of the 50 most eligible bachelors in Britain. I hope people as well, if you buy Company Magazine, if there's any ladies listening, every week, of course, I've played you a song for the ladies, and I hope now that you'll be able to return the favour and maybe vote for me. Buy Company Magazine, vote for me, so I become the number one.
That's true, so it wouldn't mean anything then, would it?
What do you mean?
Well, it wouldn't mean anything then, would it? If they voted you and you got into the top 30, it wouldn't mean anything because you've asked them to do it.
What are you talking about? Of course, because it means that they care for me enough, and then they are impressed and charmed by enough that they've actually made that effort. That's beautiful.
I think that would ruin it.
Well, let's wait and see what the results are.
Do you think, getting off that, because we don't want Steve to use as a platform to get in the top 48. He's bound to beat a couple of people. But, what do you think of him now, Carl? Now you've known him for these many years. What do you think of his looks objectively now that you've known him? Can you remember what you first thought?
Like I say, he's changed a bit. He's sorted himself out a bit.
Yeah.
Looks a bit better.
How was he done?
I don't know. His hair's better.
Yeah, what was it before?
It was just a bit nothingy. Do you know what I mean? It was just like if you just let your hair grow and do its own thing. Whereas now it's got a style.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
Glasses, he's changed.
His glasses are stylish.
Yeah.
Just stay sat down. If you're going to shake, you can.
This is the worst competition ever.
So
it's Chaka.
Have you got?
It's Chaka. It's Chaka. It's Chaka Khan.
Shake a can.
No, Chaka Khan.
What you got?
Chaka can might have worked. To throw a can.
Who got all 3 right then?
Well, because basically what happened was people just emailed in 3 guesses.
We're stopping
and
this.
And the guesses that were right came from Mandy Thompson in Hendon.
Let's ruin that
frankly,
well, that's run that into the ground. That's Do We Need 'Em ruined.
No, we can't just bin everything on 1 week.
I don't think we're gonna get that, they're not as good as they think they are, because you only picked on Newton Einstein. You don't know anyone else. You don't know who Gandhi is. Chimpanzee that. You've run out of,
I did like the jingle for that, though.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
That was a great jingle.
Yeah.
But sadly, we won't be able to use that again.
So who's won anyway?
Well, it was Mandy Thompson I mentioned, but as I say, she guessed, so I mean, she can have the prizes, she's welcome to them. But, I think we should knock it on the head, Carl. Maybe you should come up with something new.
No, I think it's still got a few weeks in it.
I think we should take some time off.
Well,
Yeah. What about, like, the foreseeable future?
Don't know.
song
does
for
that
the
sound?
lovers. Do you want to just play
A song
that?
for the ladies. Listen, you know what's I think it's maybe the March issue of Company Magazine. Buy that. Top 50 most eligible people. There's probably an address or a phone number to call. And here's another song for the ladies, maybe just to charm you further. Tom the Model by Beth Gibbons and Rustin Man.
Carl, say
The current
goodbye and
album.
say it nicely, like you're happy.
See you later.
Is that the best you can do?